they germinate into a new plant. In fact, some seeds are also dispersed when the fruit bursts with subtle germs. Is called the bud. These buds grow, mature, and form. Sugarcane can also be used for vegetative propagation of sugarcane. Do you know potato is the edible stem of a plant? It bears small scars on it called eyes. Well, these are the axillary buds. Each eye on a potato can give rise to new plants by forming shoot above and root below. Leaf is a vegetative part of a plant. In plants like bryophyte, leaf is the vegetative structure that helps in vegetative propagation of a plant.
See here, it is a bryophyllum leaf. This leaf can close new plants on the edges of its leaf. Okay. Bryophyllum leaves give new plants from the edges. Okay, see here, this is also called vegetative propagation.
Many small buds arising at the margins of the leaves under suitable conditions form new plants. Budding. Children, have you heard about yeast? It is a single-celled organism which can be seen only at once.
Here
Let us see how they grow and multiply. Take a pinch of yeast powder and place it in a beaker with some water. Add some sugar and swirl to dissolve it. After an hour or so, put a drop of this liquid on a watch glass and observe under a microscope. You'll observe new yeast cells formed.
For this activity, what we have done? We have taken a small quantity of yeast in a water glass. Then afterwards, we mix some sugar in that. After some time, let us take 2 or 3 drops of this yeast and sugar solution on a slide. Then afterwards, when we look into the slide by using microscope, what we are seeing is like this.
The small bud-like projection you see coming out of the yeast cell is called a bud. These buds grow, mature, and form new yeast cells. Fragmentation.
Each yeast particle
Have you ever noticed green colored ashes in a pond?
yeast particle.
These are algae. Algae reproduce asexually by fragmentation. Mature algae breaks up into small fragments, and these fragments grow into individuals. Fragmentation is the process of breaking of a mature organism into 2 or more fragments.
This is the fragmentation process. This is fragmentation. Each cell divided into 2 different parts, and furtherly they grow as individual parts of the whole. Fragmentation is the process of breaking of a mature organism into 2 or more fragments. Each fragment divided into 2, and furtherly they are grown by their own as their individual.
Happens. Spore formation. What happens if we keep a piece of bread in warm conditions for a few days? Yes, we will notice blue-green fungus grow on it. Fungus grows from spores present in the air. The spores are light in weight, so they keep floating in the air. Under suitable conditions, they germinate and develop into new individuals. Plants such as moss and ferns also reproduce by means of spore formation. Self-assessment. Let's check what you have learned so far. Drag and drop the correct option into its respective place. Unisexual and bisexual flowers. Corn, papaya, and cucumber flowers have either the stamens or the pistil. These types of flowers are called unisexual flowers. On the other hand, hibiscus and mustard flowers contain both stamens and
Previously we say unisexual flowers which contains only male gametes or female gametes. Here we have some examples of hibiscus and mustard flowers. These are the examples for bisexual flowers. These flowers contains both male parts and female reproductive parts. Okay.
and pistil. These types of flowers are called bisexual flowers. Anther of a flower contains pollen grains which produce male gametes. The female gamete is formed in an ovule. In sexual reproduction, both male and female gametes fuse together to form a zygote. Pollination. You must have seen honeybees sitting on a flower. Do you know insects carry away pollen grains on their bodies? They are the pollinating agents. The transfer of pollen grains from anther to stigma of a flower is called pollination. The transfer of pollen grains from the anther to the stigma of the same flower or the stigma of another flower on the same plant is called self-pollination. Whereas the transfer of pollen grains from the anther of one flower to the stigma of another flower of the same type is known as cross-pollination. Fertilization. When male and female gametes are
Here
fused
pollination
together,
is of two types. First one is self-pollination, second one is cross-pollination. Self-pollination means the pollen grains within the flower goes to